Yoga for healing. Let's tap in. See what the message may be right now. What's going on in the energy. Holy Spirit, divine ancestors, master teachers, all of those of the highest light. What is it that we need to know? Leap forward. Seize the moment and let yourself be loved fully. Distance. Challenges that create space between you. A long haul out of touch. So you're leaping forward, and as you're going forward, there are things, peoples, and places that are being left behind. Some of those things may be challenges. Maybe those that did not want to let go or have an issue with your growth. With those energies, you're being guided to speak softly, to disarm any dispute or confusion. That would be vital if you were even to exchange words of any type of communication. Because there's a reason why you should speak softly. Stay warm and not fly off the handle. Free flight. Give one another space to grow individually. This is what this other energy may need to understand. They may be having difficulty releasing. Breathe deeply and clear your mind. Don't allow the person, this other energy, or yourself to get hot-tempered. Taking time to appreciate the good things, celebration. I'm picking up maybe if you were to exchange words, to tell them that you appreciated the time that you had together, but that time has passed. And that's what they need to understand. Beyond that, there's nothing else to say. Especially if they want to rehash old events or come in as though nothing has ever happened. They've just been busy, wanting you to forget what they have done to you, calling that a compromise, because they're back in your energy and you're staying quiet, allowing them. That would be a mistake. They have to come full and correct, accepting responsibility without being forced or coerced into what it was exactly they did to you. Keep it short, keep it brief. And if they're coming with that kind of exchange, shut it down. And if you already know that they would come with that, don't even get the conversation going. Just let it stay silent. Keep moving forward. What do we need to know about this leap forward? Loyalty. Yeah, because you're leaving behind what does not serve you, what is not loyal. You don't want someone that's not with you through thick and thin, but only when they're available or when they feel the need. They're feeling the distance now. This is why they're wanting to come back around. There's no fluttering heart. They want to enjoy the romance and decide if they want more. or decide if you want more. So they're like, let's give it a try. That's blocked. You're being guided to choose wisely. Consider long-term issues before you commit. Do you trust them? What are they asking you to compromise, and what is it that you are supposed to compromise if you did nothing wrong? Because there are some situations like that. You're being guided to wait. If they text you, oh, let's meet up and have drinks, tell them that you want to think about it. Give it a week. And seriously meditate on it. See how they move in between. Will there be silence once they're not sure if you're just going to fall right in? Or are they really interested? This warm brew. Sweet home. Making a good home life or settling down. Making a good home life or settling down for this sweet home. You can make a good home life solo dolo as you are doing before this person approaches you. To settle down with them is a decision that you have to make. Will this be a lasting love? Will it be a connection like marriage? That type of union. You're free flight. You've given each other space. And you're not going back and forth. And that's exactly what I was saying. There's no need to go back and forth to rehash anything that has happened in the past, only for them to acknowledge what they have done. Your job is only to sit and listen if there was a conversation, and to ask questions and explore. Test the waters and the energy. To make sure, because you're still looking for the right one. Do you want to stop your search or try again in a cycle that would take you back and forth? Or will you take another path? It's your choice. This celebration, hidden desires. There's someone else or fantasy that's unfulfilled. This is why you should take it extremely slow. If you were to start having any communication, and we're coming upon a retrograde, definitely wait until after then, for sure. Drag it on, and if they mean it, it won't even be dragging. It will be okay. It will go smoothly. But this person is not known to be loyal. Keep pedaling. Move ahead despite any obstacles that arise. This is saying keep going. You are already leaping forward. You're already on your path. You already know that this person has been unloyal. This is why this loyalty card is out here, because it is significant. And they have not been loyal to you. They were not standing by you through thick and thin. Now they want to come in and move in fast, but you're going to have to put the brakes on that, pedal to the metal. They're coming back because there's no one else that they could find beyond compare of you. They've been comparing new partners to their past experiences with you. They've given a fresh take on what they're getting and what they're not getting, what they're giving and what they're not giving. And they are remembering better times. So, with this distance, they've been thinking, but there is no spark. There's no romance that's even occurring to make you wonder if you want more. You are remembering what you saw before you began your path leaping forward. What about this sweet home? No, this distance and this spark. They see you having new experiences and making new friends. They see you traveling and making changes and new plans. So they're wanting to come around, hoping for another chance and wanting to try again. They have regrets and they want to reconcile. They knew that this was a divine match. And now they want to follow their destiny and a love that's meant to be. A soulmate or a twin flame. They figured that time would heal this time apart, that you would forget about everything from the past. They want you to be patient and give time and chance to work. It's magic. Now, what magic were they thinking? You sitting alone, being ignored. Well, if you were in that position, or if you were leaping ahead, not sitting and waiting. Now, see, if you were the first one, they may not be coming around because you be moping. But since they see you making moves, they want to come in and put the pedal to the metal and move forward together. What about this sweet home, this divine match that they feel now? They feel it needs tending. Pay more attention to your love life to get results. Nourish, dating, and respond. Respond. Nourishing. They've had an epiphany of some type with this distance and seeing you leap forward, not accepting any bull. They know that you won't be going back and forth. You're a free agent, a free spirit. And you're continuing to elevate. They want to tend to your heart now. They want you to tend to theirs. They have an awareness that they've been distracted and filling their life with other things. But you weren't that divine match when you were together. Also, there's someone else or a fantasy they still have that they have not done the work on. They want to build a strong foundation of trust with someone while they have hidden desires, while they can easily be distracted. And the only memories you have of them going back and forth while you're elevating. You may have known it was a divine match and you had to heal. You've been making moves and they've been sitting still. Because going back and forth, you don't go anywhere. What is this keeping the pedal to the metal that's blocked? They want to come in and move fast. This endless love. This union. And engagement or wedding, this commitment. This could be the one you waited for to love forever. A soft whisper of affection make love bloom. Gentle romance and tenderness. What about this divine match? What do we need to know? Love blooms. A romance blossoms into full bloom. Full-blown feelings. It unfolds the possible, the beauty. But it needs to be tended to. It needs to have attention paid to it. For it to be a timeless elegance. Keeping up the same pace. You are always beautiful to someone who loves you. A confident union, a real union with standards, is a timeless elegance. You're protecting yourself, taking care of yourself, as well as any relationship. Self-care and your home. What is this awareness as they've been distracted? What do they become aware of? Looking back, missing the moments you shared together. The nostalgia, reflecting, but there's still someone in the background. What is this we need to know about this energy in the background? Sturdy support, sideways. Someone that they don't work well together and they don't have a strong foundation. They're not united. And it's not lasting. It's falling apart. And this person wants a forever after. Maybe this person can't be alone. Because if they're with someone and they're already thinking about you while they're still in the background, what's all of this divine match and letting love bloom? It sounds to me like they're testing the water still. Still going back and forth. They want something that has the fortitude to create a lasting love. They want to say they're all in and they're investing. But they're not telling you about what's in the background. That other energy that they're not getting along with. What else do we need to know about that situation? Protection. Protect yourself. This might have been meant to be a divine match, a radiant love. You create positivity and warmth together. And if this person still has hidden desires, and someone else in the background, or someone else is with a bunch of them, multiple someones, because they're open. That's how they're optimistic. They're going to hang on to what they have in the background while they come running to you. And that's going to allow them to be optimistic. This endless love that wants to come in as you're leaping forward. They're unsure. Questioning past actions and current decisions. They have doubts. Because they still need time. They need time. Because they still have these desires. They still have these other energies. They're trying to stay strong and fight for the love, but they're not choosing their battles wisely. They're creating them. How are you fighting and staying strong when you're still confused? What are you fighting for? Love blooms when you tend to it and you put yourself all in. Not while you're clinging to others. You're not a key on a ring. You won't be vulnerable. And you won't open yourself unless it's real love. They want to come in with an enchanted whisper and take a chance to see if you'll go along with this timeless elegance of them tending to this and keeping up with you, staying on the same level for a sweet home. In soft words, what do we need to know about this time of elegance? Being able to share your feelings openly, and that they won't be able to do because they have secrets. They see your wishes are being granted, and they want theirs to come true too. It becomes a fairy tale when you make it real. They're using magic in their effort for the results. So beware of any gifts or kind gestures that they want to give you. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if it's a keychain. I don't care if it's a pencil. Looking back, they're reminiscing. But they're unsure that you're going to accept them back because they know they're full of the bullshits. They're not a mended soul. They don't know how to love with purpose. They're not healing. And they don't have compassion because no matter what the situation is over here, you ain't got shit to do with it. And they a nasty bitch for even thinking it. You can't cut off one situation. You're not man or woman enough to do that. Then you have to cling on because you're such a pick-me that you have to see if when you swing from one branch to the other, if that monkey in the tree is going to accept you. Just keep swinging. You've grown apart. And you're going to keep getting space to think. You're a rambling rose. You're free to go. You're a free flight. Evolving. No outsiders. You're protecting your sanctuary and yourself from these unsure, confused energies that are not sure of who they are, but wants an endless love. They want the harmony. They want the family. They want the picture. They are not in tune with themselves, so how can you be in tune with each other? They're using magic. Everything seems perfect, and it's not an illusion. It's what they want you to believe. They want you to trust in them and believe in the love they have. But what they call love is being promiscuous, being distracted, filling their life with their many choices. Now they're facing some difficulties. That's the only reason why they want to come in for harmony. They're having issues over here. So they think that they can rebound, flip-flop, back and forth with you, but you put a stop to that. This harmony that they're telling you that it would be what? A short-term, brief relationship that's rocky. They're only trying to lure you with a sweet allure so that you would embrace the unknown, what they are hiding from you. They want to move into your home. Pretend to be settling down, but they're only trying to run from where they're already at when they still have a lot of other desires. They do not have the fortitude for a lasting love. have mutual respect and shared responsibilities, and that's a no because there's third parties. There's no first blush, no soft whispers, and no affection for love to bloom, because they are not a mended soul, but they want a love story. They want to communicate to you, but only to say what needs to be said. Tough love. But the truth, they won't talk. They won't express themselves honestly. They know that you are beyond compare, and they are comparing this relationship that they're in, that they're not celebrating, with the past, remembering you. Now wanting you to nurture their growth, attend to the bond, and be patient while they're still being playful. They just want to move in. They need stability because they are an unmended soul. They see you're starting a new chapter, and if you begin with them, you'll be writing those pages with them of the same repeated story. They want to lure you with romance and commitment. Fill your head with the fantasy of a love story and a big, huge wedding. What about this mended soul that's not mended? They want their wish granted. They want to make it come true. They're using magic. They think that's how they're going to make their fairy tale come true. But this is a two-sided story that has to be navigated delicately in balance of give and take for those flames to be fanned, doing what it takes to keep the passion alive. For romance, care, and a renewal. A tenderness. Having a gentle spirit and being able to care deeply. Caring deeply means being honest, being forthcoming. Not saying I'm sorry or apologizing after someone's been caught, after they've been cornered. It doesn't count for me. What's the point of apologizing when you're doing it after the fact? Meaning you're only saying it because you got caught. Because you would not be saying it if you hadn't. Protection is being guided to go deeper. Having a connection on a deeper level. Breaking free from this type of energy. Getting out of a situation or being on your own now. Protecting yourself. Choose wisely. Consider long-term issues before you commit. This person has secrets. They're only coming in because they need stability, because on the move is what they're doing. And in order for them to do that, they need to allure you with their sweetness. But it would only be a short, rocky relationship. A brief dip in the pond. And who wants to take a dip in the pond? So choose wisely. Peace. Hit the like button.